Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Aldiansah. I am here into the presentation about statistical methods and error handling. Introduction. This chapter provides a review of some of the basic statistical concepts and terminology used in processing data. We need this information if we are to deal properly with the specific techniques used to edit and analyze oceanographic data. Statistics are vital in modern oceanography as massive amounts of data are collected via automatic sensors, satellites, and digital records. Main objective to interpret complex to objectively and efficiently. Statistics help in 1. Separating signal from noise. 2. Evaluating data quality and reliability. The last, inferring physical properties of the ocean. Sample distribution. Sample distribution describes how data values are spread across a population or subset. Descriptive parameters means central tendency, median material value, most frequent value, ranks, max and mean difference. Histograms are used to visualize the distribution. Next, probability. Probability quantifies the likelihood of an event occurring. Key function. Probability mass function (PMF) for discrete variable. Probability density function (PDF) for continuous variable. Cumulative distribution function (CDF). Application in oceanography, instrument success rate, and probability of extreme sea status. Next, moments and expected value. The discussion in the previous section allow us to determine the probability of a single event or experiment, or describe the probability of a set of outcomes for a specific random variable. However, our discussion is not consist enough to describe fully the probability distribution of our data sets. Before discussing some common PDFs, we need to review the computation of the parameters used to describe this function. These parameters are, in general, called moments by analogy to medical system, where moment describe the distribution of forces relative to some reference point. Next, common PDFs. The purpose of this section is to provide examples of three common PDFs. The first is the uniform PDF given by Figure 3.4 Uniform Probability Density Distribution Functions. A. The probability density function Vx, and B. The corresponding cumulative probability distribution function Vx. From Bendard and Pearsall, 1986, figure 3.4, which is the intended PDF of random numbers generated by most computers and Hadley calculators. The function is usually scaled between 0 and 1. Continue. Perhaps the most familiar and widely used PDF is the normal or Gaussian density function, where the parameter is represent the standard deviation or spread of the random variable x about its main value m. For convenience is often written in shorthand notation as NMS2. The height of the density function, the cumulative probability distribution of a normally distributed random variable x lying in the interval to be is given by the general integral or the or third continuous PDF is the gamma density function, which applies to random variables which are always on negative distribution that are skewed to the right. The gamma PDF is given by next central limit term. A special form of the central limit theorem might best treated as the distribution of mean value calculated from a suite of random samples xi, xi1, xi2, taken from a discrete or continuous population having the same mean variance as to approaches the normal distribution with mean variance as 2 or n as n goes to infinity. The central limit theorem has important implications for we often deal with average value in time or space. For example, current matter system averages over some time interval, allowing us to invoke the central limit theorem and assume normal statistics for the resulting data value. Estimation. In most oceanographic applications, the population parameters are unknown and must be estimated from a sample. Faced with this estimation problem, the objective of statistical analysis is twofold. To present criteria that allow us to determine how well a given sample represents the population parameter, and to provide methods for estimating this parameter. An estimator is a random variable used to provide estimations of population parameters. Good estimators are tools that specify a number of important criteria. Confidence intervals. An important application of interval estimators for probability distribution function is the formulation of confidence interval for parameter estimates. These intervals define the degree of certainty that a given quantity Q will fall between specific lower and upper bounds KL, QU, respectively, of the parameter estimates the confidence interval KL, QU associated with a particular confidence statement is usually written as where is called the level of significance or confidence for the confidence statement, and 1a is the present significant level for the variable key or the trace confidence significance level. Confidence level and confidence are commonly used interchangeably. A typical value for is 0.08 which means that 98% of the cumulative area under the probability curve Kn 3.3i. Selecting the sample size. This is not possible to determine the required sample size and for a given confidence interval until a measure of the data variability, the population standard deviation, is known. This is because the variability of x depends on the variability of x. Since we do not usually know a priori the population standard deviation or the value for the true population, we use the best estimate variable, the sample standard deviation, as we also need to know the frequency contents of the data variable so that we can ensure that the end value we ask in our calculation are statistically independent samples. One method for selecting the sample size for a relatively large sample is based on Chebyshev the theorem known as the weak law of large numbers. Confidence interval for altimeter bias estimates as an example of how to estimate confidence limits and sample size. Consider an oceanographic altimetric satellite where the altimeter is to be calibrated by repeated passes over a spot on the Earth where surface-based measurements provide a precise, independent measure of the sea surface elevation. A typical reference site is an offshore oil platform having sea level gauge and a location system, such as the Multi-Satellite Global Positioning System or GPS. For the topics or Poseidon satellite on reference site was an oil platform in the Santa Barbara Channel of Southern California. Christensen et al. 1994. At space over the reference site provides a measurement of the satellite altimeter bias, which is used to compute an average bias after repeated calibration observation. Next, estimation methods. Now that we have introduced methods to calculate confidence interval for our estimates of months 2, month S2, we need procedures to estimate these quantities themselves. There are many different methods we could use, but space does not allow us to discuss them all. We first introduce a very general technique known as minimum variance ambitious estimation or MVA, and then later discuss a popular method called the maximum likelihood method, which led to MVA estimator. Before introducing the MVA procedure, we need to define two terms: sufficiency and likelihood. A random sample from a probability distribution with a known statistical parameters, key, or mean variance at. Before introduction the MVA procedure, we need to define two terms: sufficiency and likelihood. A random sample from a probability distribution with a non-known statistical parameters, key, mean variance at. Next, linear estimation or regression. Linear regression is one of a number of statistical procedures that fall under the general heading of linear estimation. Since linear regression is widely treated in the literature and is available in many software packages, our primary purpose here is to establish a common vocabulary for all readers. In our previous discussion and example, we assumed that the random variable y1, y2, yn were independent or in a probability sense and identically distributed, which implies that ym is a constant. One of the most powerful techniques for fitting a dependent model parameter y to independent or observed input variable xi is the method of Least squares. Continue. Next, relation relationship between regression and correlation. The subject of correlation will be considered in more detail when we examine time series analysis methods. Our intention here is simply to introduce two concepts in general statistical terms and relate it to the sample regression model just discussed. As with regression, correlation relative to variable, but unlike regression, this is measured with our estimation of the population regressed online. The correlation coefficient R is a way of determining how well two or more variables vary in time or space. For two random variables, the correlation coefficient can be written as continue is the covariance of x and y, and xx and sy are the standard deviation for the two data. We know two important properties of R. R is a dimensionless quantity since the unit of the numerator and the denominator are the same. 2. The value of R lies between 1 and 1 since this is normalized by the product of the standard deviation of both variables. Continue. Next, hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing follows scientific methodology from which nomenclature the terms are borrowed. The investigator forms a hypothesis. collect some sample data and use it as statistical construct the either reject or accept the original hypothesis. The basic element of a statistics test are 1. The null hypothesis, who or the hypothesis to be tested. 2. The alternate hypothesis, H. 3. The test statistic to be used. And 4. The region of rejection of the hypothesis. The active components of a statistical test are the test statistic and the associated rejection region, with the latter specifying the value of the test statistic for which the null hypothesis is rejected. Next, effective degrees of freedom. To this point, we have assumed that we are dealing with random variable and s of the n value in a given sample are statistically independent. For example, in calculating the unused standard deviation for an data point, we assume 3 are n1 degrees of freedom. We use n1 rather than n since we need a minimum of 2 value to calculate the standard deviation of a sample. Similarly, in section 3.8 and 3.10, we specify confidence limit in terms of the number of samples rather than the true number of degrees of freedom of the sample. In reality, consequent data value might not be independent. Next, editing and despeaking decrease the nature of errors. A major question in processing oceanographic data is how to decrease the true oceanic signal from measurement errors of water or noise value. There are two very different types of measurement error that can affect data. Random errors, usually equated with noise, have random probability distribution and are generally small compared to the signal. Random errors are associated with inaccuracy in the measurement system or with real variability that is not resolved by the measurement system. The well-accepted statistical techniques for estimating the effect of such random error are based largely on the statistics of a random population, or see previous section on statistics. Other errors that strongly influence data analysis are accidental error. Next, interpolation, filling the data gaps. Most analysis procedures used in the physical sensor are designed for comparatively long and densely sampled series with equal space measurement in time or space. The wealth of information on time series analysis primarily applies to regular space and band and observation. There are two main reasons for this. One, the mathematical necessity for long, quality space data for the variation or statistically reliable, reliable estimates from modern analytical techniques, and two, the fact that most modern measurement systems both collect and store data in digital format. Interpolation techniques are needed for both irregularly spaced and evenly spaced data series. Before deciding which interpolation methods is most effective, we need to consider the particular application, confidence and the confidence metric. Confidence, like variance, is a measure of variability. For two variables, the covariance is a measure of the joint variation about a common mean. When extended to a multivariate population, the relevant statistic is the covariance metric. As we shall see, this is equivalent to what will be introduced later as the main products matrix. The covariance and confidence matrix are the fundamental concept behind the spatial analysis discussed in the next chapter. The Bootstrap and Zygniff methods. Many data series in the natural sciences are non-reproducible and shared in left with only one set of observations with which to work. With only one realization of a series, this is impossible to complete it with a relative series to determine if they are drawn from the sum or from difference in population. Thanks to listen my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.